inside. The straight-out-of-central casting blonde receptionist gets mad at me when she can't find me in her system. Several sighs and eye rolls and mutters and apologies from me later. She locates my name in one of the many printouts on her desk. By the time she hands me a temporary ID and a stack of paperwork, I'm exhausted. But I do have a destination. But when I try to enter my assigned office, the door smacks into some sort of barricade. Sticking my head through the opening, I find a desk blocking the way and a man hunched over a legal pad. I clear my throat. When he still doesn't acknowledge my presence, I say, "Excuse me?" He startles, his hair sticking up every which way, like a baby bird with thick Clark Kent black glasses. If Clark Kent wore the 90s grunge uniform of flannel shirt over faded graphic t-shirt, that is. I stop myself from picturing a Superman body underneath it all. No need to picture my coworkers in spandex. He just blinks at me without saying anything, so I fill the air myself. Sorry to interrupt. I was told this was my office? Noting that I've already done 3 things my mentor back in New York forbid, using or apologizing for my existence, and letting statements go up at the end like they're questions. I stop, take a breath, and start over. This is my office. He blinks slowly and points. After I squeeze through the excuse for a doorway, I'm able to see that his desk has a twin facing it. Oh, well, okay. I guess this is our office. His response is to sink further down into his chair, prop his elbow on the desk, hunch over, and resume writing. Or doodling. Maybe both. It's hard to tell because his broad back makes a pretty good shield. The too big for the space desks are pushed up against each other and the opposite wall, leaving only a 6-inch gap on one side. To get to my desk, I'll have to close the door and then somehow squeeze by. Just getting in the door is awkward. Accessing my chair will require gymnastics. Going up on my tippy toes and leaning forward until my butt is wedged between the desk's rim and the wainscoting rail behind me, I squeeze along the crevasse until I get to the 3-by-5-foot rectangle where a chair awaits with my name on it. Not literally like you see in movies about making movies. This is just a regular old office chair that I assume is for me. Grateful to have finally arrived, already dreading having to repeat the process, I drop my bag on the desk and flop into the chair, only to have it tip back so fast that my skull smacks into the wall and my glasses fall off my face and into my lap. Clark Kent across the way is definitely not a superhero in disguise. He doesn't try to save me from the evil chair. He barely glances up. Instead of even a look of concern from him, I'm faced with glares from a row of tiny action figures that line the edge of his desk. Undeterred, unwilling to let neither a lost parking pass, nor improperly filed paperwork, nor a too-small-to-share office, nor a malevolent chair, nor armed toys keep me from my dreams, I take a cleansing breath and unpack my briefcase. After spending a ridiculous amount of time organizing my desk, like it's the first day of school and I've got all my supplies but no idea what we're supposed to do with them, I'm about to ask the guy if he knows where the break room is. I'd kill for another cup of coffee. Or anything about what the heck we're doing here, when the door flies open and smacks into the desk, making me yelp. Loudly. Clark Kent's head snaps up like he forgot I was here. Then, a man with gelled-up Luke Perry hair sticks his head in the door. He looks back and forth between Clark and me, and then, perhaps deciding that I am the more obvious source of the high-pitched yelp, asks, "Are you all right, honey?" I do manage to squelch the impulse to tell him I'm not his honey, but I can't do the same for the frustration coloring my tone when I ask, "Is this your office, too?" He throws his head back and barks out a series of laughs. When he's finished, he sighs. Ah, baby writers. Growing like tribbles around here. Wearing a bowling shirt that he must have stolen.